smoked chicken wings not too long ago, a couple weeks ago. You remember that?
No, I don't.
We'll see if it goes up. If not, I'm just gonna do kick only, I guess, tonight. Oh, here we go. We're back. We're back on YouTube. Thank you. Sorry about that, YouTube. I just don't understand their philosophy on this thing. It boggles my mind. I don't know why though, man. That's crazy. It's only certain. I guess it's certain music companies that don't want it. But I'm like, Jill, can you shut the door? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, let's start the music. Let's start off right.
I'ma go get me some freedom.
Oh, the Hotep factor.
It's just Sunday night. The fight for freedom is death. I have no idea who some Hotep character is.
Whatever the real camera was showing.
Kiss my ass. What the hell y'all talking about? Facts. Like Goofy's on tight.
Even is your son. Wait, where is Davion's dad still? Still in prison?
Can you stop? We're live, all right? You don't have to be talking about Davion's dad when we're live, right? That's the world doesn't need to know about Davion's dad.
Mom doesn't need to know about me.
Oh my gosh.
Well, then why did you have to
Huh?
Well, then why did you create?
Anyway, chat. What's going on, chat? It's Sunday. Mr. Sunday Night is back. Hold on. Where's
I have no idea who this Uncle Hotep character is.
You want to hear how you sounded years ago? Let's put this in your ear.
No,
Over here.
not again. 1 second. I can't get it in because you keep pulling it.
Light in the sky.
I can't hear it.
Light in the sky.
I can't even hear it.
Put it in your ear.
I can't get it in because it's on the phone right now. Ow!
Light in the sky.
Wait, that's how I sound.
When you were a little kid, yeah.
Light in the sky.
I still sound like that.
I guess. And, anyway, let me get on with my show, Joe. Let me get on with my show. What's going on, people? Oh, we saw a double rainbow. Did I post it on my X?
Wait, did you see the videos? I mean, why don't you send the pictures that you saw? Because Jade showed you pictures, didn't she?
Look at the beauty. Look at Mother Earth's beauty. Look at this. I swear to you, this was the biggest rainbow I've ever seen. Like, it was humongous. I was just like, whoa. And then I seen the other one right next to it. I was like, whoa.
You can't even see. Like, I can see a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you can barely you can make it out here, but, yeah, it's supposedly, it's good luck, a change of, what is it called? Change of fortune or something? A life change of fortune if you see one. But I've never seen a double rainbow in my life. So I thought that was pretty cool.
I haven't either.
Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing.
Have I even seen a rainbow, Dad?
Why are you asking me? Answer you don't remember if you've seen a rainbow before?
No, I was a baby.
Oh my gosh.
Did I see a rainbow when I was a baby?
You tell me.
Wait, show me a picture of me when I was little, and then I'll see it right now. Because I have a picture when I was little, and then right now.
Oh my gosh.
What? It's just a picture when I was little. And then right now. This is what I
Anyway,
turned into.
let's get on with the show.
I was little, and this is what I turned into.
All right. Why is Jay Prince Jr. at the heart of every controversy
What cartridge is mumbled
in Houston?
in Houston?
The recent rap-related shooting is just another long line of beefs and run-ins.
Oh. That's what Lele lives.
Oh, you can actually listen now? Oh, let me see what this is.
Dad, you know the show Lele Dies? Lele Dies?
Why
This is
is Jay
peak.
Prince Jr. at the heart of every controversy in Houston?
This is peak content.
Written by Jomel David.
You know Lele's
This
from
article
Houston?
is being read by an
The show?
automated voice generated by Everlit.
She's from Houston.
James Prince, better known as Jay Prince, has long been one of the godfathers of Southern rap, founding Rap A-Lot Records, putting on groups like the Ghetto Boys and UGK.
On
Prince has
Netflix,
also been involved in the careers of modern stars such as Drake, offering the Canadian artist the resources and backing of Houston's hip-hop apparatus to help support his early career. With his hands in the career of superstars for decades now, he has also gained the reputation as one of hip-hop's biggest stirrers. The idea of having to check in with Jay Prince has become something of an internet meme, but it does represent the power his name still holds in the city. If you are a rapper who raps about being in the streets and you plan on traveling to Houston, better check in with Jay Prince. He has acted as a mediator, settling disagreements for the likes of the late Pimp C, and even reuniting Drake and Kanye West after their beef.
Kenny
His
West.
sons, for better and worse, have followed in his footsteps, venturing off and doing their own form of what their father made his name doing. But one thing remains certain, there will always be some type of drama. One violent incident in Houston and the fallout from it is now bringing to mind all the princes and their past beefs. Last week, rapper NBA Ben 10 was shot in a Houston restaurant during an altercation that left the rapper and another victim in critical condition. Reportedly, two men allegedly attempted to take another man's jewelry, which led to a brawl. The man protecting his jewelry was said to have eventually drawn a firearm and fired several rounds. Viewers of the incident, which was captured on video, saw that Jay Prince Jr., son of Rap A-Lot Records founder and godfather of Houston rap James Prince, was on the scene as footage started to circulate along with the news. This gave rise to speculation that Prince Jr. was somehow connected to the event that saw NBA Ben 10, a close friend of popular rapper NBA Youngboy, shot. The fires of speculation on Prince
I know,
Jr.'s
it's already got
involvement
the
were
story wrong.
framed by Detroit rapper All-Star JR, who has claimed involvement in the shooting, alleging that he shot NBA Ben 10 while defending his jewelry. He continues to taunt Jay Prince Jr. online, even using the incident to promote a new single, which is a diss track aimed at Prince JR and NBA Ben 10. Thought he was mob ties till I shot his ass a few times. All-Star JR raps on Mob United. Jay Prince Jr. founded the Mob Ties record label in 2017, following in his father's and Rap A-Lot Records' footsteps. Mob Ties inked a distribution contract with Memphis rapper Moneybagg Yo's Bread Gang Entertainment and Atlantic Records in 2022. Prince Jr. has denied any allegations of involvement in the incident that led to the shooting, claiming on Instagram that he was at the restaurant celebrating his close friend's birthday with no knowledge that the Detroit rapper was there as well. The shooting incident and the ensuing online back and forth are just another string of rap-related drama in a long line surrounding Jay Prince Jr. The back and forth between Prince Jr. and a growing number of opposition from Detroit rap fans rallying behind All-Star JR is just another log on the controversy fire for the Prince clan. In January 2026, rapper Finesse 2 times openly requested a release from his Mob Ties recording contract, calling it the worst contract he had ever signed. According to what has been reported about the deal, Finesse would receive 35% of the revenue from music, the label headed by Prince Jr. would receive 35%, and Jay Prince Sr. would receive 30%. Hey, Jr., I want out my contract too.
What? 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 Finesse would get 35%. Prince Jr. would get 35%, and Prince Sr. taking 30%? So 60% going to the Prince family. That's nasty work, bro. What does Jay Prince Sr. need 30%? Why does he need 30%? Can we be for real? Dude, that's no Vaseline, bro. That's crazy. Hold on, let's go back to the AI lady.
Finesse 2 times said on Instagram, I don't want to be mob-tized no more. I want my uns. Let me go, Junior. In March, Prince Jr. called out Finesse 2 times for repeatedly stating he wants out of his record contract, trolling the rapper over his physical appearance, and insinuating he had plastic surgery. When Migos rapper Takeoff was shot and killed in Houston on November 1st, 2022, during an incident outside of a bowling and billiards venue in Houston, the Prince family and their mob tease associates came under fire for their roles. It was alleged that an associate of the Prince's was the shooter. Patrick Clark was arrested in December 2022 and charged in connection with the murder. The Prince family denied any connection to the shooting, sending their condolences to the family of Takeoff and fellow Migos members Offset and Quavo. What followed was the Prince family stirring up drama in various interviews on podcasts over the next 2 years, resulting in beef with the remaining Migos over Takeoff's death. Rap-A-Lot Records founder J. Prince Sr. had publicly addressed Takeoff's death on multiple occasions, angering Offset, who was generally reluctant to talk in depth about the incident. At one point, Prince Sr. insinuated that Offset and Takeoff's relationship was damaged prior to the shooting and that he wasn't there for his family when it occurred, causing the Migos rapper to address the Houston rap kingpin directly. When in reality, the truth of the matter is, Offset wasn't really there with Takeoff when he was alive. So for you to take the positions that you're taking, Prince Sr. said on the $1 Million Worth of Game podcast, I'ma just say this to you, don't ever put me in no position where I have to defend myself. That wouldn't be healthy for you. I have to say that, but it's $1 million worth of game. In 2023, after Baton Rouge rapper NBA Youngboy made a diss track targeting a Texas resident and son to J. Prince, the Rap-A-Lot Records, Jazz Prince, son of J. Prince, discovered Drake on MySpace at the very beginning of Drake's music career. Jazz is the person who put Drake on Lil Wayne's radar. Since those relationships were forged, Drake and the Prince family have been inextricable.
With VerboCare, help is always ready before, during, and after your stay. We've planned for the plot twists, so support is always available. Because a great trip starts with peace of mind.
With the Princes going to bat for the Canadian rapper at any sign of trouble. As I said to you privately, I say to you publicly that Drake is my son. He roll with me, Prince Sr. wrote in an Instagram post addressing NBA Youngboy. Therefore, I think it's a good idea to take him off your enemy list. J. Prince has had beef with a who's who of rap figures, including 50 Cent, Mace, and Cam'ron, the now incarcerated Sean, Diddy Combs, Pusha T, and more. Between Sr. and his sons, that number is sure to keep growing.
Jamal David, ladies and gentlemen. Jamal David. This might be a warning shot to the Prince family. Get your shit together. Get y'all shit the fuck together. They start putting in the fucking I think this is a Houston paper, or Houston online paper, whatever. Yeah. They're like, yo, man, y'all what is y'all doing, man? Culture reporter. That's a job, yo. Like, I miss my calling, man. You ever think you missed your calling in life? Like, what? I would love to be a culture reporter. Like, that's because that's nothing like that's like what we do every week on Black Twitter Report. It's reporting on the culture, but you know that's just today's speak for the nigger news, right? In today's nigger news, but they can't say that, so they have to say culture report. You know what I mean? This is insane, but I don't know. I don't know what's with J. Prince, but it's crazy. Finesse 2 times is getting 60% of his revenue is going straight to the Prince's pockets. That's outlandish. That's outlandish. Niggas will do other niggas dirty, man. And that's crazy. But like I said, like I said on the podcast, like if I wouldn't want my son doing the same thing I did. Especially Jay Prince, like the line of work Jay Prince Jr. was in. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, go be a doctor somewhere. Go be a lawyer somewhere, man. Go fucking, I don't know, do something. Like, what do you get you have all that money to send your son to the best schools and shit like that, and he come out and he out here extorting rappers and shit? That's what he done with all his education you spending with him? That's odd to me, man. Niggas never level up correctly, man. This is not leveling up correctly. No, that's just not how it's done. I know there's always, you run the family business and shit like that, but if your family business is extorting niggas and shit like that, come on, man. Are you supposed to get out of that? You know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, but it's hard. I understand it'd be hard for Jay Prince Jr. to be like, nah, he's out here with all the rappers and shit like that. He's hanging with the rappers and shit. The mob does it. That's like, yeah, but that's not, eventually they get fucking taken out. You know what I mean? This is where niggas infatuated with the Italian mob, man. And I don't know why they're not infatuated with the redacted mob, but that's a whole nother that's a whole nother show. That's a whole nother discussion. But, the redacteds are smart. They put another level of organized crime between them and reality. And, they made all these Italian mob movies and shit. And motherfuckers fell in love with that shit. You just gotta make it legit. Yeah. Redacted. I mean, organized crime is still a thing, period. You know what I mean? But it's not as, they don't make movies and shit about it, man. Italian mob, redacted mob, same scam. Yeah. I mean, there's different, you know what I mean? I don't know. I never did, a deep dive on. I mean, I listened to a couple things about mobs and shit like that, but I never was fucking dick-eating it. I don't know why black people dick-eat the mobs, man. It's nasty work. I know why, because, 90s rap, but it's time to move on from that shit. It's time. It's time to move on. And this is what these niggas is doing. Give this shit the fuck up. YouTube, are you with me? Where Nerd at? Where Nerd at? Delaware Marathon. Y'all see this clip? He hawked that man down, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. Nobody talk. He's up here talking. Nobody said, yo, he's behind you. Yeah, you gotta run all the way through, man. There's been too many. I want to show you something. You see that building in the back, CSC, Computer Science Corporation? That was my first IT job. It wasn't this building. It was, I forget where it was at. It was in Delaware. My first computer job was loading up, I went through one of them, agencies and shit. I think it was Robert Half Incorporated or some shit, but it was for Computer Science Corporation. And I was loading up tapes in a data silo and shit for Computer Science Corporation. Like, they had places all over the place and shit like that. This is bring back memories. I don't know why I bring that up. I'm just like... But yo, I was working at the jail. This is my life, man. I was working at jail, man. You know, overtime, man, you can make some money, man. So, like, sometimes I was making, I think 1 year I made 50K. This is years ago, though. Then 1 year, 55K, some 60K. Some people was making like 80 grand in the jail, working in the jail and shit. And this was back in them days. This is early 2000s. Like 90, this was, yeah, early 2000s. Like 2001, 2002. I remember 1 year. No, this was late 90s. I was working in the jail before Y2K. Okay, so I remember 1 year I was doing taxes. I owed motherfucker. I'm like, what? I owe taxes. I sent my taxes to my mom. She had somebody do it, and I had to owe that year. I was like, man, get the fuck out of here. I thought I was making some bread, but then I didn't want to work at the jail anymore for the rest of my life. I was like, man, I gotta make a move, man. I gotta learn about computers, man. You know, computers is the way to go, right? So I went to Chubb Institute, and I was working swing shift. Yeah, I was working swing shift at the jail, and I would get up every morning and go to computer school during the day. In my first job, I took a pay cut, $10 an hour, from making like 50K a year to like $10 an hour. Loading tapes in a fucking and I keep saying missile silo, in a data silo. I say that to say this. Sometimes you gotta make moves, man. Sometimes you can make hard moves. You know what I mean? I was struggling for a year or so. I was going through it for like, cause I was at that job cause nobody would hire me because I didn't have no experience for a computer job. So I was like, I gotta get some type of experience. So I took a gamble. It ended up working out. I didn't stay there long. I was just there until I got my first real job at the help desk. Then I got the help desk, and I was doing all right. But yeah, there was some times in Delaware, bro. I'm surprised I never moved down to Delaware, but I was in Delaware for a minute. Between the computer job and working at the jail, I was down in Delaware for a minute. All right. X put this on my fucking timeline. Nobody wants to live around niggas, not blacks, not whites, not Asians, not Hispanics, nobody. Let's judge the level of coolness. Is there coolness in this statement? Let's see.
Nobody wants to live around niggas. Black people don't want to live around niggas. White people don't want to live around niggas. Hispanics don't want to live around niggas. Asians don't want to live around niggas. No one wants to live around niggas. Niggas carry themselves with a complete lack of empathy for anybody else. They don't care about anybody else's time. They don't respect other people's businesses. They look at the world and they just laugh at everything. They think shit is funny. They grew up without a positive male role model in their life. And they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about the black community. That's the last thing they give a fuck about. Because I'll tell you what, you line up a black person in front of a nigga and a white person, they're not going to want to do that time for killing that white person. They're much more likely to kill that black person. And it's interesting because a white person is much more likely to be killed by a nigga than a nigga is to be killed by a white person.
Oh my God.
And niggas, they overrepresent black people quite often because if you look at the stats with the 13% of the population, half the crime, is it that full 13%? Obviously not. So they say 13%, and it's because of niggas, bro. It's because niggas have done so much harm. And it's because of. Is it that full 13%? Obviously not. So they say 13%, and it's because of niggas, bro. It's because niggas have done so much harm on such a big, wildly disproportionate level that it's like hard to even tell anymore. Because we have so many niggas running around, and nobody wants to live.
Oh my gosh. Yo, I need a nigger counter for how many times he says niggas in this joke.
Disproportionate level that it's like hard to even tell anymore. Because we have so many niggas running around, and nobody wants to live around niggas, bro. Whenever you have niggas move into the area, everybody scatters. You ever heard of the white flight? It's everybody flight. Nobody wants to live around it. Because even if it's not homicides, just on a basic like day-to-day interaction with them, there's zero intellectual reward ever, or educational reward. It's a bunch of Hotep bullshit or wee-wuzzery.
Whoa!
It's a bunch of deflection.
Whoa, bro! What? What? Whoa! Oh, hell no!
Intellectual reward ever, or educational reward. It's a bunch of Hotep bullshit or wee-wuzzery. It's a bunch of deflection. Like, I stole and shot a couple niggas, but like white people did slavery and shit. You can't hold niggas accountable for shit, bro. It'll be the year 5000 AD, and niggas will still talk about slavery as a reason why they're shooting other black people. Yeah, you sure showed them. Yeah, good job. You sure got revenge on those white people by shooting your brother. Yeah, you sure showed them that slavery is something that you're not going to tolerate by killing black people. I mean, but didn't the government kill Malcolm X? I'm pretty sure the niggas who were holding the gun were black. You know, with Fred Hampton, the FBI was involved, but I'm pretty sure William O'Neill had a big part in that shit too. So when do we take accountability for anything? Or do we just keep saying, oh, they flooded the black community with drugs and that's why? So you pick it up and you start smoking it? Because I've grown up around people who have done that shit, and I never smoked. Yeah, but you different. Yeah, because I'm smart, and I think that we should all be smart.
Cool.
What the fuck is this shit? What the fuck is this shit? Yo. Let's hear this young man speak. All right, let's make your bets. Is he going to be on which conservative content creator is going to put him on? Is going to have him on? Sounds like an Uncle Hotep acolyte. Oh, come on, what the fuck? I've never cooned that hard. There's no way y'all can't bring up no video where I've cooned as bad as that cooning we just heard right there. TPUSA already called him up for an interview? Are you playing with me or is that true? You need a DNA test? Oh, you're joking? Okay.
Nobody wants
to Angola? Let's look this nigga up, man. Hold on. Let's get to the bottom of this nigga. You got rock that cut? What's wrong with it, man? This one HA's people. He got the mini HJ coming. You know what I mean? He got the dreads coming. He got the dookie braids first. 2. No, Twan. Is this him? Yeah, this is him. Comedy and facts. Tragedy, Olympics, and reparation begging.
Do you know if your ancestors owned slaves?
So again, when I talked about reparations, I get that you can't follow the conversation. You might be a little
Like
dense.
a yes or no question. Go ahead.
So when I talk about reparations for things like housing, right? That's ongoing. Education, that's ongoing. Banking, that's ongoing. Those things are current. So when I talk about reparations for those things, it has nothing to do with my genealogy to slavery, though yes, my genealogy has been traced. Makes me eligible for a bank loan is that my credit score is 820. My income clearly demonstrates that I should be able to receive these bank loans, and I obviously have good history and the ability to pay them back. Now, what we discovered was my banking institution is Navy Federal Credit Union, and Navy Federal Credit Union literally discriminated against Black people when it came to their loans, even if we control for income and credit scores, which are the two largest contributing or constraining factors for bank loans. We found that they were still discriminating against Black people in several studies. That requires redress. So when I get a loan and I have to pay more interest on my loan, even though I have a better credit score than my white counterparts, even though I had a better income than my white counterparts, and they're still discriminating against me in those loans, that requires redress if we're talking about justice. And so that's why I feel entitled to these things. The most constraining factors should be and are credit score and income. If we're going to be looking at who's more likely to pay back a loan, it's going to be credit score and income. Those things are not racially, they're not racial. It's just those are objective things that you have. And so then if I have those two things.
Hold on. Where's his link? They got a link, YouTube channel? Bro.
Ways to increase our IQ, and the way we do that is increase it how? We already the smartest. Fuck you though. Actually, we're at the bottom collectively. But you smart, didn't you say your IQ was like 146? Yeah, but when we're talking about averages. Next, I ain't trying to hear the Black man is the smartest, and if anything say that not true, that a white man lie, nigga. Next. Okay, anyway, so when I talk to a lot of Black people, typically the conversation kind of defaults back to slavery. They lost. I ain't even trying to hear what they gotta say, because we the original Indians. Oh, really? So these Native Americans who are running around, where are they from? Siberia? Duh, they Mongoloid people. How do you know that? Science, duh. The science say they from Siberia, duh. But doesn't that same science say you're from Africa? No, we not from Africa, duh. They from Siberia, duh. We from the Americas, duh. See,
He's not even dreads? What is it with his hair? That's a perm? Man. Nope.
What's up, guys? So you see the title of the video, and I think you guys understand already. You guys don't even really need me to explain it, but in my head, I'm thinking, okay, how do we uplift the Black community? So let's talk about the issues and how we can fix them. And then I had like 20 more things laid out, and it would have been so fucking beautiful to see this growth, but it's just impossible. There are just too many people that when you tell the truth, they're like, oh, it's a lie, or they say you're not an authority on the Black community, you're not even Black. They just try to say anything to like disqualify your thought. Like, oh, you're you're mixed, or you ain't fully black, you half white, or you African, you an immigrant, you not a black American. I am a black American. Well, you're not a foundational black American. Your ancestors had to be slaves. It's just like, I'm just done. I'm tagging out, whatever, you know. Let the community be what it is. I tried my best, but there's no point. Like, what's the point of continuing it? Just so that people continue to call me a coon, a sellout, and Uncle Tom, threaten me, advocate for harm being brought against me when I'm literally just trying to help. So it's just like no point anymore, honestly. I've already said everything I said. The reality is the reality. The solution, there can't be any solutions because we don't even agree on accepting the problems. And whenever you're white and you talk about the problems, you're just called a racist. Whenever you're black and you talk about the problems, you're just called names. So you can't change a community that doesn't want to change, right? That's the only conclusion I could draw, that they don't want to change on their own. The only thing that'll bring about change in their mind is getting a check from the government, but that's not even going to help anything. So I'm just at a point where I'm just like, whatever. Black people clearly don't want me speaking on their behalf. Black people clearly don't want me to represent black people anymore. Black people clearly don't want me to be the voice of black people. So I'll just stick with America, and I'll keep making videos for you guys. I'll keep making content, but clearly this is a very emotionally volatile group, and there's just no future in trying to progress this demographic anymore. I mean, I've talked about issues with white people and all that, and white people are always like, yeah, that's something we need to work on and change. And I'm not even white, and white people don't even tell me, oh, mind your own business. But me being black, I'm told, mind your business, you're not black. So it's like, all right, whatever, it is what it is then. What's up, guys? So you
All right. He gave up. That reminds me of the conversation with a certain nigga from New Jersey said he gave up on niggas. Of course, Uncle Hotep said he never gave up on niggas. Shout out to Uncle Hotep. Man, this is just a fucking grift. To be honest, this is a fucking grift. This just like for some other content creators, you got nothing to lean on. Just like that girl, who was that white girl? Who said, what's the one white girl that said nigga and got on a little wave? Said niggas ain't shit or something. Oh, she want rich niggas or something. Like, I forget. What was her name? And she just did blackface a couple months ago. Waza, thank you for the follow. This is just a grift. When you haven't made it anywhere else, you can see comedy and facts. Nigga try to make his comedian and nigga's not funny, right? Is the nigga funny, first off? Can I find him doing a joke? Nothing. He's been grifting off niggas for a long time. All right, I seen this guy.
Like sugar on my tongue. Your body is so sweet.
Do you have to be this much of a nigga? Like we get it, you're black, but like, did you really have to lock in and just decide to set us back this many years? I say us loosely because apparently I've been made an honorary Aryan, but you know what I mean. Did you just get tired of the racism and just decide to like weaponize it? You guys saw that SpongeBob episode where he was like, I'm ugly and I'm proud. I'm ugly and I'm proud. I'm ugly and I'm proud.
I don't know why is he doing a video in the shower. He just listen. If you don't make it right, This is HJ's son. This is HJ's son. Fresh and fit up there. Oh, look at the boy. Look at his, he met his idol. He's a fresh and fit acolyte. Damn, so this is fresh and fit sons? Honorary Aryan? That's what. Listen, like I was, somebody, Philip, what was her name? Just like some, I don't want to say it, like white content creators. You know, there was a wave of creators that just said, nigga, create a controversy, and they get a whole bunch of new followers. That's the same thing Scott Adams did. Scott Adams was in the fucking sink, in the soup, for his COVID stances. He was dead in the water. He pivoted to niggas, created controversy, and he gets a whole new group of followers. It works for black people too. You can coon it up. You can coon it up, and you're gonna get a whole bunch of haters and a whole bunch of new followers. Now he finally broke through with something semi fucking what the fuck? What am I thinking of? He broke through with something semi-viral on the internet, on X. We'll see if somebody follows up. But he's got 143,000 on Instagram. I don't know if he bought these people or not, but you know. I don't know, man. Jesse Lee Peterson. And niggas, you either coon it up. That's crazy. For a black person, you either gotta coon it up or be super black. Or do sports. You know, niggas can always do sports and shit like that. You know what I mean? You gotta coon it up, be super black. That's what it is, man. But this is disgrace, man. Get this nigga off my fucking screen, man. Fuck this coon. Listen, we need HJ in Tulongo, Twangola. Is he from Angola or something? We need Twangola to debate Hotep Jesus. How about that on reparations? HJ will ask that white woman about reparation. He won't ask Twangola. Yeah, he's shaking his head. Nigga, he been ducking everybody. No. Y'all saying no? You niggas scared. Say you're scared. Hell no? You niggas, man. It's not worth the headache? Now you niggas is afraid of coons?
Coon.
If you won't debate a coon, you a coon.
Coon.
Now you niggas don't want to debate coons. Free trial Apex first. I don't know, but that was just like, if you go in here, like, where is it? Like today's news, it was something like, blah, 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 fucking goes viral. And that was the video on there. So Elon's pushing it up. Elon must got a new nigga lined up. Let's watch him. Hold on. Let's watch him for the next couple months. If I suspect is correct, Elon got a new nigga. Elon got a new nigga. I bet you put the videos out like they probably seek out videos like that and pump them up. It's the Coon Index. The Coon Index. You niggas found all these charts and S&P 500. We need a fucking the Coon and the S&P 500 for fucking coons and shit. Then you can jump on the fucking coon train and shit when it's going up. Jump off when it's going down. All right. Next up. Tragedy in Louisiana. Y'all heard about this story?
Hi, you guys. This is reporter Peyton Manuel here with KSLA News 12. I'm here on the scene of West 79th Street. We've been doing some coverage on this all morning long. We just got some information, and if you can watch a few minutes ago, Shreveport Police kind of confirmed a few things of what was happening here. I'm going to wait for a few more people to file in. Yeah, it's just a very unfortunate situation right now. Yeah, so Shreveport Police just confirmed that there were at least 10 people shot. 8 of those victims are deceased. The same 8 are also juveniles, as young as 18 months old. Shreveport Police confirmed this. This all happened early this morning on West 79th Street. The suspect is dead, police say. Now, the suspect is not included in that 10 count of people who were shot, the victims who were shot. The suspect was killed by police over in Bossier. Police say that he was able to get away for a second, but police killed him on the scene in Bossier. But yes, it's confirmed that at least 10 people were shot. Last that we heard, 2 of those people are adults, currently in the hospital with critical injuries. The other 8 are unfortunately deceased, and they are all juveniles. This is all on West 79th Street. I'm going to turn my camera here so you guys can see. So this right here where I'm standing,
The father killed 7 of his children plus another child shooting at the house. A gunman in Louisiana killed 8 children, including 7 of his own, and shot 2 other people Sunday in an early morning attack of domestic violence carried out across 2 houses. Shaken Shreveport neighborhood in one of the deadliest mass shootings in more than 2 years. Those killed ranged from 1 to 12 years old, and one of the adults wounded was the mother of the suspect's children. The suspect, whom Borland identified as Shamar Elkins, died after police pursued. Investigators did not say what may have set off the violence, said there was still much to investigate, but the detectives were confident the shooting was entirely a domestic incident. This is an extensive scene unlike any of us, most of us has ever seen. He said Elkins had been known to police arrested in 2019 firearms case. Officials were not aware of any other domestic violence issues. Officers fired at the suspect during a chase after he carjacked a vehicle at gunpoint. This is sickening, man. How many kids does he have? None now. Police said the attacks began before sunrise in the neighborhood south of downtown Shreveport when the suspect shot a woman at one home and then drove to the other location where this heinous act was carried out. Seven children were killed inside the second house and one was found dead on the roof after he apparently tried to escape. Oh my, this is crazy. This is him right here. And the mother's alive. Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, he attempted to kill her. She survived, it looks like. Something is odd with how he looks. He does look kind of crazy right here, man. Like, he looked like he's thrown off right here. You ever see a nigga that's thrown off? Stay strapped. I mean, that's not going to help the fucking 7 kids. Like, that's just this is terrible. Wait. Damn, we gotta go to India to get the news? This is... Shamar Elkins was identified, has shared a concerning message in March. Oh, this is what he posted. Dads, if you go back in time and have kids with a different woman but still have the same kids, would you do it? Like, what kind of nigga fucking knowledge is this, man? Nigga science, Yakub science is this? Like, what the fuck?
That arise black scientist by the name of Yakub.
If it was a different woman, you get different kids. Like, what kind of niggas is this? Jesus Christ. So obviously he was fed up with her. But it's inexcusable to shoot his children. It's inexcusable. Tariffs did this? Lord have mercy, man. I just wanted to follow it up. So after Twangola in his coon session, so make sure we keep things in perspective.
That's why.
I never watched this video, so bear with me. I don't know what this is about. I just read the line, Sammy Davis Jr. or why Martin Luther King and Malcolm X were assassinated. He really woke up and said, I'm gonna pack my family up today. That's crazy. He had to be on that shit. What kind of shit makes you do that, though? It's crazy. All right, let's see what Sammy says.
There's a group of brothers and sisters who don't like you.
Because there was a whole bunch of brothers and sisters that didn't like Jesus Christ. That's why. And ain't nobody ever been put on this earth that everybody liked. They done killed Martin Luther King, and the only thing he kept singing was, we shall overcome in love and peace. Killed him, wiped him out. Killed Malcolm. Wiped out everybody, man. Don't you understand? And some cat hired 3 black cats to wipe out the man who was the martyr of our time. And when they killed him, he had half a church full of people. It wasn't like it was packed and jammed, because already he was losing. And he says it himself, if you read his works, that there's a whole bunch of niggas that don't like me. Black folks like me, but not the niggas. Which is true. And 3 niggas knocked him off. Paid by white establishment. That's my feeling, and I will feel this as long as I live. And it was afterwards that the resurgence of this man, and suddenly we became aware of all the things that he was saying. Because as long as, doesn't it strike you funny, that as long as Malcolm was preaching separatism, as long as he was preaching such vehemence, he never got hurt at all. It was when he came back from Mecca and he said, we must all live together. We must as black people do our thing, but we must all live on this earth as one, blah, blah. That's when he started getting his house bombed. He got wiped out months later. Same thing with King. As long as King was heading the marches, they put him in jail. That was it. As soon as he started talking about Vietnam and the workers and this, that, and the other, getting out of his field of reference. Heavy, too heavy for somebody. Wiped him out. You know, and it's frightening to me. So that's why I say a lot of people will not like any performer. And you try to relate. I'm not talking about relating in terms of, oh, hi, brah, and do the fist, and whatever it is, and hey, man, right on. I'm not talking about the words. I'm talking about in your heart, relating to what the problems are. But the society in which we live in today, it has gotten to a point where you cannot do that anymore, based upon the fact that I must do what I feel. If I feel that I want to help in this area, I try to do it, and I try to do it sans publicity. Not based upon the fear that I have for my job, but I think that sometimes if I want to help some brothers who are in trouble, my lending my name to it defeats the very purpose that they're trying to achieve. But money is money. Heart is heart. You should lend your heart and your money. And if you ain't got the money, then lend your body, man, to it. You know. But I'm talking about, I think that if the performer can be used, then he should be used. To put my obligation into black positive things. I'm not talking about national organizations. It can be something that's happening on the corner. A project that because I found out, and Walter Mason can tell you, we found out that.
Damn, I gotta find this. This sounds like a good interview. He's right though. As soon as them niggas get out of their field, specialty, lights out. As soon as you start straying the path, that's what they do to you. I don't think I ever heard Sammy really speak outside of his singing. I don't know if his voice sounded like that. I just wanted to put that out there. They tried to call Sammy Uncle Tom, but he showed up when it was time to show, and every time he did an interview, it was always a brother talking. He was cooking. Sammy was really cooking.
There's a group of brothers.
Sammy was redacted, wasn't he? Didn't Sammy join the redacted clan? I believe so. So they put him on. Y'all see this shit? I know YouTube gonna fucking go crazy. You hear this story? Supposedly, he was sleeping with her. They were partners and they were sleeping with each other. And I guess they had other married, I don't know. Her family thinks he did this on purpose. It's a shine cop. And he looked like fucking... Who was this nigga from, he was in the Bond films. He's looked like one of the niggas from MI6 and James Bond. Don't he look like that nigga? I don't know his name. What the fuck is this? What is that? Chicago cops don't freak out like that? This is New York City, right? Okay, the dude is pointing, I think. Right? This guy's pointing. So just shoot. Just shoot your weapon. You're right on him. He sees the gun and dips. 180. Oh, that nigga fired. I'm firing his ass. Like all the conspiracies, they're saying that like he didn't want to get found out, so he assassinated her or some shit like that. No, this motherfucker got shook. His brain said one thing, but his training was telling him to shoot, but his brain was like, get the fuck out the way, you're about to get shot. Look at it. His gun is right on him. All he has to do, hold on. All he has to do is pull the trigger right there. That's all he has to do. That's all he has to do. His brain said, oh my God, gun. Let me get out the way, but his training was saying, you're supposed to fire, you dumbass, and he shot when he dipped. Like, there's so much other thing he can do. He should have got down, because you're presenting too much of a target. He could have dove behind the couch. I'd have did one of these, like, you know what I mean? They're like, you know what I mean? Sliding across the roof. They think I'm Tom Cruise? That's all you gotta do. No. This nigga panicked, nutted up, and shot his partner. Killed her. I'm not gonna show the rest. I think he drags her down the steps or something like that. I'm not gonna. It's terrible. Yeah, this is the new footage showing. It shows the police. Oh, this was Chicago. Oh. Who reportedly ended their romantic relationship. This officer did. Now, all right, let me hear y'all. Did he do it on purpose? Yes or no? I don't think he did it on purpose. I think he nutted up. Oh, let's help the black community. Next minute, fire that black man. He need to be fired, man. We gotta hold niggas accountable. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna just like say niggas can't do it. That nigga can't do it. But there's plenty of niggas that can do it. This is where that young bull that we showed earlier, Twangola. That's what these niggas don't understand. You know what I mean? I mean, he's grifting, of course, but that's what niggas don't understand. It's next man up. You know? It's next man up. This officer 100% did it on purpose. Why would you turn 180 degrees and then fire one-handed at your own partner from short point-blank range? The supposed suspect looks unarmed for all the genius conspiracy in there. I don't know if that was the suspect or that was and then he ran up the steps. He said he waited 2 minutes. Oh my God. He might not know he shot her. Do you think he knew he shot her? Nobody do it on purpose? Get women off the police force? That's a very sexist thing to say, Lois. Very sexist. I'll take this misogyny in this chat. Uncle's firing poor child told you it was mushroom. That was whoa. No, don't whoa. Now you niggas gonna disrespect my fried word. I forgot to show you niggas this. Look at that sizzling. That's mushrooms, bro. I got a little bit left, man. I'm about to make me a sandwich. I made a sandwich earlier for breakfast. On a bagel, on an egg, put an egg on top. Lord have mercy. Put some sriracha on it. No, I did not get the mushrooms for the food bank. I got them from, they have this little market every weekend, every Saturday. Like I guess it's like a food market, whatever, in town. And like different people from like farms and shit, they sell the food. Like there's one place that sells great guacamole, go there. But there's this one mushroom guy. And I went a couple weeks ago and I asked, you got any oyster mushrooms? He was like, nah. Because you need oyster mushrooms. They're the ones that taste like chicken. There's a farmer's market. Yeah. So the time before I went, he didn't have any. So we just came for the food bank. Listen. I got up early Saturday. We went to the gym. Got there at 8:45. And I was in there for like an hour and some change. Hour and a half, I think. So I was like, let me swing by the fucking food bank. Because the food bank on Saturday is where they have a lot of stuff, right? That's where they got to, get a ticket and everything, right? And usually I was like, I got a ticket. I was 73. Then this lady up the street that my boy Ak used to date, she old though. Her family, they always come through. So she came through and her sister got out and she gave me her ticket. So I got up, I bumped up 6 places, 10 places. So I just went right in after we was only sitting on the bench for like 5 minutes. So we got the food bank, right? So I left the food bank. They had a few stuff, nothing really crazy. So I left the food bank. I was like, the farmer's market is hitting right now. Let me go to the farmer's market. That's why I got the fucking oysters. This is what it turned out, man. Like, I would eat it just to eat it. Like, I don't, like some people, the vegans do all this, like, oh, it's fucking, better than chicken, you know what I mean? Try to replace chicken. Like, oh, I'm just like, Uncle is a real one. He would support our greatest eye. He would support our greatest eye and get those 7K checks instead of cooking squirrel meat on top of the bird corral. Cool, man. But I think it's good. Pre-breaded? No, I breaded myself. I made the fucking dredge. I gotta do the dredge better because I think you're supposed to use I forget. Buttermilk? I didn't have any buttermilk. And I didn't have any whole cream. I used milk. So I floured it up, put it in the dredge, put in the flour, put in the oil. It's done in 2-3 minutes. It was good. But I think you kind of gotta eat that with like because like with chicken, the inside is juicy. You know what I'm saying? With mushrooms, it's not really, you're not going to get that thickness to get that juicy, pause. You're not going to get that thickness, get that juicy in there, right? Juicy taste in there. So you really got to eat it with a sauce. If you eat it with a sauce, then I just put sriracha on it. I didn't make up any sauce. Like the lady, TikTok. I'm all over the place. Like, what was the lady I followed? This is one lady that was making jerk. Them island niggas be on this too. That's not a real good one. Look at the island nigga. Here we go.
Finger licking.
This is AJ's people.
Fried mushroom, chicken. See? Freshly come out of the cocoa pot. You understand what I say? See? So we fry our chicken originally. No deep fryer. You understand? Or no air fryer. You understand? The original style. See? Stainless steel pot. You understand? See? Look how the chicken look. Remember me tell you. Well crispy. You hear it? You can hear the crust. Hear the crust on it. You see it? Remember me I tell you. Yeah man. See it? Nobody does it like holy fruits. Remember me tell you that. No care how them try. Them can't catch your secret. But go and pass the kernel. You understand? Watch it think.
That's in New York City.
The finger.
I mean, you can't. Like, chicken's decent in the air fryer. But you can't do nothing like this in the. This lady's
these hot honey wings and find out they mushrooms, you swinging on all. Yep, this chicken is mushrooms. King oyster mushrooms to be exact. Or you could call them trumpet mushrooms. Well, I'm taking.
They're different. I got the oyster mushrooms. There was this lady, man. I can't remember her. Yeah, it's a thing. Yeah, but it wasn't pork, man. Y'all know to stop slandering my fucking my hand in Rasta man man's mushrooms look legit. These don't look legit. You gonna slander my name? You gonna go past Unc? You gonna go past me? Well, I showed the Rasta man doing the same thing. Oh, his shit look right. Unc don't get no praise.
I'm just a black man from Exton, Pennsylvania.
Then they gonna try to put your on.
Stop glazing.
Nasty work with you niggas. Nasty work. It's like, no, this is the first time I did that. Like, I had it before. Paul had bought it before. And she fried it. And it depends on how big of mushrooms you get, too. Like, that's important, too. Like, if you're going to do that, you got to get the good-sized mushrooms. And that'll play a different part. You know, I think I could have made the dredge a little bit better. And, like, I'd like it more spicier. I didn't put enough Cajun seasoning. Because you got to season the flour and season the dread. And I just did, was it Tony Tshirts? Louisiana season, then salt, pepper, oregano, garlic powder, onion powder. I could have did a lot more A lot more Tonys. Points deducted for not air frying. You like raw sushi? Yeah, I eat sushi. Like these niggas, they had some sushi the other day. Didn't get me none. Niggas, man. But they turned out good. They turned out good. Yeah, frying mushrooms, man. It tastes just like chicken. Anyway, back to it. Like, I don't know about this. Damn, mother still look in shape. She's Puerto Rican. After about 25 seconds after the gunshot, Crystal, you good? I can't get to my party. He was scared shitless. He's supposed to be like, I think I'm Tom Cruise. He's supposed to be like, bang, bang, bang. He should have shot. See, y'all gonna call me a coon for saying this. Y'all gonna call me, I already know. I'm preparing my coon defense, but y'all gonna call me a coon for what I'm about to say. What is this nigga's name? What is this nigga's name? Who's the nigga that shot? Carlos Baker? If Carlos Baker was a white man, that motherfucker be dead. The suspect be dead and Crystal be alive to this day. If Carlos was a white man, he'd have lit up as soon as he saw that gun. He would have opened fire. Yeah, she dead. Psych, no. But that's the reason he was scared. He didn't want to kill nobody. Montoya, well, good evening. White man would have he would have lit up. He would have shot 50 times. I'd have shot 50 times. I don't know what this nigga was talking about. Like, you already got your gun out. Like, don't get your gun out if you ain't going to use it. He did use it, but he shot the wrong person. But he does not check her vitals. His body camera video ends. His weapon unintentionally discharged, striking Crystal. I don't know, man. In the original case incident report, Rivera was injured by a fender. But a similar tactical report in which Baker was identified as the shooting officer indicated that although the subject was armed with a semi-automatic weapon, the gun was displayed and not used. The report acknowledged that the police fired the first shot. She was 36 and just got in the department for 4 years. Baker had a problematic history of force.
I don't know Nana's passcode.
What?
You have to turn the passcode.
For what? The TV? Give me a second. I'll be right back. right, bet. Two things can be true. What, he fucking choked and he wanted to kill her? I don't know. But let me read this. 11 complaints in less than 3 years of having reported for showing a gun to a woman who was on a date with another man in 2022. Just a few weeks after that rejection, because he tried to be a tactical team, he inadvertently fired his taser after chasing an 18-year-old at high speeds, leading to a 7-car crash. He applied to the tactical team again in 2025, and he got approved. In August, Baker was stripped of his police power, trying to use his position as an officer to get a video of a fight he'd had with a female police officer outside a Wicker Park bar. Why was he working with the department? Man, them police unions, man, it's impossible to fire a cop, man. Shout out Ice Spice. Yo, I never seen somebody get aura from now. Like, I went on Reddit. Now everybody's fans of Ice Spice. Ice Spice a regular nigga.
That's what you do, you take out. So go take out. So you from Cali? So go take out. So you from Cali? Are you from Cali? Where you from? Are you from Cali? Where you from? Are you from Cali? No, I'm from Chirac. Where you from? Oh, you're from Chirac. Yeah. So where you from? So where you from? I'm from McDonald's. I got you. No, I'm from Wade. Where you from? Where you from? Where you from?
Ice Spicy? Yo! Ice Spice a regular nigga. This is an op, Lewis says? Come on, man. You know where Ice Spice at. We from the Bronx. You know we both dirty. Ice tried to rumble the joint. Then she went outside. They jump her.
No, wait, calm down, calm down. Let me fight her. On your mama. Let me fight her. Let me fight a Why would you want to fight me? Are you a bitch? Calm down. You want to fight a bitch? Why would you fight me, bitch? We get off on anything. Whoa! Whoa! Get her ass! No, why are you trying to fight me? You trying to fight?
She Dominican, is she? Is Ice Spice Dominican? Her career's dead? That's back after this. See, she should have been in the booth, man. Whoever's managing Ice Spice need to get her in the booth right now. Get in the booth. She back. She got all types of clout for this, man. And then the girl.
We came from the beach earlier that night, and we decided to go walk around Hollywood or whatever. But before we did that, we decided to stop by McDonald's because we all had to use the bathroom. So then one of my friends, she comes out and she was like, "Oh, I think that's Ice Spice over there." And I'm like, "Oh, for real?" So I go up to them and I'm giving her and the other girl she was with compliment. And then immediately Ice Spice was just being rude. She was like, "Why are you over here? You could leave. Bye." And I'm like, "Why are you being rude?" Pretty much. And she was basically saying like, "You could just leave. Bye. Like, I don't even know why you're at my table." Then that's when I proceed to ask her, like, "You don't got to be rude. I'm just giving you guys a compliment." And I'm like, "You know what? Where are you from?" She said, "I'm from New York." So I said, "Let me tell you something. I don't care where you from." I'm like, "You in LA, you in my city now. You can't be out here disrespecting people."
You see how people lie? I can't understand how people just lie like that. I could never just lie like that. I was never a person to lie like that. Like, these people just make up a whole scenario. Like, she don't know the video is being recorded with audio. And you can see her story is totally different than what we heard. That's crazy to me. She in the booth, what Unc talking about? Oh, I mean, she in the booth. That's what's up. I'm just out, like, I don't know. I don't think her career is dead. Is it? Let me ask. I'm going to ask Copilot. Let's ask Copilot. Did they claim Chirac? Yeah, she did. I don't know what she was talking about. She still active, work across multiple lanes. Yeah, she was just in a movie. She was just in, I seen the movie too. It was a kid movie. What movie was that? Using a Copilot is boomer tech, the ASG's AI. I hate to break this to you. Using AI is boomer tech. Like any of them. like what difference does it make? You guys kill me with this shit. Like, why is there's always competition between, and people always got to be in this camp of use this, use that, like PS2, PS5, Xbox. Net worth of $5 million. Oh, she was in SpongeBob SquarePants. Then she was in Spike Lee's movie. She's not flooding the internet with drama or oversharing. Well, not since today. I got a Hotmail. You drawing, man. My store envy is jacked. I don't know what happened to it. I gotta see if I can restart it again. I don't know what the fuck happened to it. Oh, she at the booth of the restaurant. Here you fucking go, man. Here you motherfuckers go. What was her biggest hit? What was her biggest hit? Number 3 on Billboard Hot 100. Boy's a Liar Part 2. Top 10 hit Karma, Barbie World, Munch. Alright, too much Ice Spice. This girl was lying. On to geopolitical things.
Do you see a day you are one of the people who is leading a move for a brave new world in the future? You may not be around, I may not be around, maybe we're too old to see this, but maybe our children will see this, where countries like North Korea, Belarus, Iran, China, Russia, South Africa, Brazil, I could go on, where these countries become a formidable enough force to not defeat the West, but stand next to them as equals. Do you see that day coming? And is that part of what drives you?
Well, you sound like God. God willing, that time will come. I hope such a time arrives. Based on the current situation and circumstances, it's hard for me to believe that this time will come. But despite some foolishness and some impulsiveness, Trump did a lot for this. Trump showed the whole world that your United States of America is not all-powerful.
Net a superpower.
By its power, it is a superpower, but not a superforce. Everyone has understood this, and America's main enemy is China. If the Americans couldn't handle Iran, as I've said long ago, then they should not mess with China. They will never be able to deal with that kind of power. The US leadership understood that they are a superpower, but not a superforce. This understanding gives hope that once the Americans realize this, they will have to consider not only China and Russia. Russia is such a vast territory that they won't achieve anything with missiles. The missiles will run out faster than the territory of Russia. Iran has shown this too. I'm not even talking about the consequences. The Middle East, the global economy, and so on, they've suffered from this reckless adventure in Iran. I'm not going to discuss that. The facts are clear. They've shown that you Americans need to stop and understand that beyond US interests, Greenland, Cuba, Venezuela, Nicaragua, the Panama Canal, and other parts of the Western Hemisphere, there are countries with their own interests, even within your hemisphere. But Trump has done a lot. Bad things, as we understand, and you do too. But he's also revealed the true face of the United States and its capabilities to the world. They are not limitless. This situation may lead to Americans being forced to consider other interests, which means that a bright future isn't far off.
I mean, I think he's correct. I think what this has showed, like, our power isn't limitless as a quote-unquote superpower. Like I don't, that America versus China thing, like, they're too intertwined right now for that to ever happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, who's China going to sell their goods to? You know. So, but if you want to talk militarily, then yeah, like, we're sitting there struggling with Iran. Struggling. We've had to change tactics 3, 4 times, 5 times. We haven't been able to enforce our will onto Iran. And that's probably the most scariest thing, in my opinion. Like, we should be able to enforce our will on them, you know? And it just hasn't happened. We've had to evacuate all the area surrounding bases. You know? We've lost a lot of our drones. You know, we went to, you know, we tried to pivot to using, you know, drones for surveillance, and then some strikes, they've been getting shot out the sky. You know, we pivoted away from, you know, pilots as a little bit. A little concerning. Isn't all that? If it's blue, it's ours. Welcome to the planet Earth. Here y'all fucking go, man. I don't know why people are like this. I'm just calling like I see it. I want to have the same opinion as you and say that, but I can't. I'll just be honest with you. I can't say it. I can't. Like, I didn't see a dominant. What this war, this first phase of the war, what was it, 40 days? I didn't see a dominant USA display. I just didn't see it. We did today. We disabled a vessel attempting to enter Iranian port. The USS Spruance missile destroyer intercepted at the tanker Tosca as it's transited the North Arabian Sea at 17 knots en route to the Abbas, Iran.
Motor Vessel Tosca, vacate your engine room. Vacate your engine room. We're prepared to subject you to disabling fire. Motor Vessel Tosca.
That was us. Uncle, you're more fucked up than your dad's checkbook. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I don't. His checkbook was never fucked up, really. What else is CENTCOM published today? Nothing much. All right, this is the ceasefire update. Now, this is what you were in the Air Force. You probably did a little more than take out the trash or wash dishes. This is why you know absolutely nothing about the power of our Navy.
Stop glazing.
I think the key point with our Navy is we're supposed to do force projection. That's why you have those carriers and stuff like that. You can send your Navy out there and you can project force wherever. Now, we're kind of showing this right now. We'll see how long this lasts with this blockade, because we couldn't project force to open up the Strait of Hormuz. Right? We couldn't do that. So we're we're going blockade. We're going to prevent anything from going in. Right? And then say, well, we closed it. You know? But I think there's limits to, in the age of missiles and drones, there's going to be a limit to what naval power can do. And we're about to see that. Like, I found it, like, and this has been on the forefront of, you know, the coming change of war. One of these days, the aircraft carrier is going to be obsolete. Is that today? Is that 2025, 2026, 2027? I don't know about that. But one of these days, it's going to be obsolete because you're not going to be able to defend it. As you can see, these missiles are getting kind of crazy. Unc made soup for the whole ship. Get it right? Here you niggas go, man. I don't know what to say. The American exceptionalism is wild, and the chat is wild. I don't know, but like, it's like nobody can be honest. I mean, maybe that's what you think. I mean, you believe. You know, at some point in my life, I might have said the same things y'all be saying. This is before I was a content creator, but I can't really say that. I can't really just be like, I can't just get on here and say stuff I don't believe in. Can we win this? Yeah. Are we winning it right now? I don't know about that. Anyway, ceasefire update. This is the Iran draft proposal. Iran agrees to 15-year enrichment suspension with the exception of research reactors for medical isotopes. Iran's stockpile of 60 and 20% uranium will be partially converted to reactor fuel and partially down blended to a lower enrichment level. However, it won't leave Iran. Full IAEA supervision on Iran's nuclear sites. Opening the Strait of Hormuz with the possibility of collecting tolls. The U.S. will offer Iran phased sanctions relief. The U.S. will unfreeze all Iranian assets currently frozen abroad. Like $20 billion. U.S. will commit to a non-aggression pact that will, with Iran that is ensured through the UNSC, United Nations Security Council resolution and treaty. U.S. will withdraw all its military force from the Persian Gulf. Are you taking that deal? Chat, y'all taking that deal? This might be as good as it gets. This might be Iran's best offer. Because you get the downblend their uranium, and you have supervision on the nuclear sites. You got to give up the straits. Dropping bombs on top of your head will never become obsolete, and we can fly planes from 1,500 miles away from any aircraft carrier. Yeah, but as you can see, we've been unable to. We were unable to stop them from launching missiles. What does that mean? That means if a nation can use their terrain, mountains, etc. Like a lot of places have mountains in it. You can hide your, reinforce it with, a bunker. Then you can survive. You can wait that out. At some point, just like Russia and Ukraine is fighting, trench warfare, man to man. At some point, the United States of America has to do that. What's going to happen that day? I don't want to hear this about the Air Force dropping. And shout out Air Force, greatest Air Force, greatest armed forces in the land. What's going to happen when we got to fight like how Ukraine and Russia is fighting? That's going to tell me more than what dropping bombs and flying planes and shit going to do. What's going to happen when we got to send our 18, 19, 20-year-olds fighting grown men in trenches? You see some of them Ukraine-Russia videos? They be like 15, 20 feet away. It's the craziest shit you ever seen. If we got this easy work, there's nothing easy about it. That's why I don't like making light of using our armed forces. And that's another thing I have a problem with some of y'all's takes. Y'all think y'all talk about it like it's a video game and shit like that. And like people aren't losing their lives and shit like that. And people aren't getting maimed and fucking losing limbs for the rest of their fucking lives. Y'all talk about it like it's a fucking game. This is not a fucking game. What this is fucking colonialism. You listen to that nigga talk about Western civilization bullshit all you fucking want. This is nothing but colonialism. In year 2026. And this is what you niggas is cheering for. How on one hand you niggas be like, the man fucking colonized Africa. But when the man want to colonize Persia, you niggas gonna get on right on board. It boggles my mind with you niggas. I don't understand it. This is colonialism in southern Lebanon, and this is attempted colonialism in Tehran. That's what it is. This is not fucking expand the Western Empire and all this other shit. Nigga, shut the fuck up. No, what the fuck is not? No. No. And you guys want to lose, you want people to lose their lives over this shit. You want people to lose their lives over this shit. Lose their limbs. Be in a wheelchair for the rest of their lives. Get prosthetic limbs and shit. Lose their hands and shit. Get the new robot hand. They've got the robot fingers and shit. This is what y'all cheered for. This is not something to be cheered for. It isn't. This is something like, yo, well, we gotta put the stop to this. Let's not do this. Let's not do this at all. I mean, this should be common sense. And we were talking about this is easy work. Easy work where? How is this easy work? Spending a trillion a day, billions, was it a trillion a day, billion a day? That's easy work? Y'all gotta stop, man. Y'all gotta cut the fuck out, man. Is that my last shit? That's my last shit? What's going on? We finna get Walmart supercenters in Iran. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's about it for me. Y'all got it. I don't know. Grifties this week. See some of y'all Saturday. I'm glad to see you. Hope to see y'all there. Patreon tomorrow. And that's all I got. Excuse me. Is WrestleMania still going? Might tune into that. But anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.